got the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proven ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov has graced the octagon. He is ready to go. All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St. Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St. Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St. Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St. Pierre, he truly changed the game.
George Rush St. Pierre, set to fight the Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Hard tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. And now, one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC lightweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St. Pierre!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, going to be interesting to see how George St. Pierre approaches the early portions of this round. Takedown figures to be there, right? But he talked a lot about his jab and letting his striking set up his wrestling here tonight. So let us see if indeed striking is the first order of business for the all-timer George Rush St. Pierre. Early round one action here, and just like that, he gets him to the ground. Feels like a pretty significant moment here early, champion.
I mean, it's no secret what this guy wants to do. This guy wants to take you down and he wants to grind you out. He got the takedown early. Let's see how long he can control this position and what amount of damage can he inflict on his opponent.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by George St. Pierre. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Nurmagomedov getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot, and that was a perfect shot.
Oh, real good submission attack. Now that one looks tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Khabib's eye is closing up. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
And now he's got the back. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
And very effective with the ground and pound. Back mount now.
In the half guard.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Khabib's right back to the full mount. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or a big ground and pound.
Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor, Champ.
The swelling's starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut. And it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here. Counts out for the end of round one. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
Let's get this fight back down to the ground, and then we're in your way.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this. Again, he will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready. Ready.
Second round here.
Oh, that was a big one there.
Front kick to the body by GSP.
He landed a good uppercut there. Look at the whip action that comes from throwing that kick.
GSP there disguising his entry. Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that...
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
St. Pierre's got his back again. So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do? You see it cut, try to attack it?
It's like a target. I mean, you want to get your hands on that cut. You want to punch him in it. You want to elbow him in it. Anytime you see your work paying off, you go down the path.
Look how excited you just got talking about punching a dude who's already wide open. Like, you got really excited.
It is, right? And I'm old now. I don't even want to fight no more, but I do love a little damage.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list his performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one ends.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
Good, solid strike on the ground.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Lead kick is true there by GSP. Well, the local hospital might be busy later tonight. What an absolute war this has been. The Cutmen have done a pretty good job, but both guys are leaking in the face area.
Yeah, they're working full tonight. I mean, the Cutmen are having to try to piece these two together after every single round. But this has been fun. This has been a fun fight between two incredibly tough mixed martial artists, and they are laying it on the line. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
St. Pierre's in half guard now. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. 1 minute. Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute. Well, St. Pierre's trying for a submission here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in.
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
20 seconds to go, round two. Making all these shots count. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotines. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Round three next. Well, what a war of attrition this fight has been. Both fighters dealing with cuts, critical damage in the facial area. Something's got to give at some point.
Yeah, these are the types of fights that we love. These guys are leaking everywhere. They're both trying to finish this fight. They're very evenly matched, and you can see it in the competition, but you can also see it in the damage that they're both showing.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame. Massive head kick. Oh, a huge block there. Whiffs on that off for him. Pretty good entry, and he gets the takedown. Well, St. Pierre's in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Wow, he is landing time and time again on that cut.
Pretty accurate there from bottom position. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
St. Pierre, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom.
Big ground and pound.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much ground. Expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. Taking a lot of body shots as well. Nice block.
St. Pierre's eye is starting to swell shut. Takedown defense holds up.
Let's go. You gotta scramble here.
Oh, he's got his back. Khabib's in half guard. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, so you can see some swelling on the facial region now as his opponent lands yet another strike, and that one was clean.
I mean, this guy is so clean with his striking. He knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and he does a great job of doing just that.
All right, so good ground and pound.
Got to be careful here.
Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered. He's been bruised. He got cut early.
Oh, how about the judo toss there? Judo 101.
Get them out here. There will be no yellow flag for targeting. This ain't football.
He's having his way with him here.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
These ground strikes are starting to add up.
in the half guard.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. Oh, right into mount. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Work, guys, come on.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
All right, take a seat, man.
All right, well, if you like blood, and I do, this is the fight for you. Somehow we've made it to the stools, and both fighters are wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, the corner's going to have some work to do on that cut. He has been beat up in that round, but he has done his fair share of damage himself. This has been a very close fight.
All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really opened up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
There's a lot of blood. He cut you open good. Brett wants to stop this fight, but you're not going to let him. I need you to go back out there.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. Kick there, we'll see if he can finish. No denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
All right, this position now what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to feel the lock so you can get to your feet.
St. Pierre's really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Nurmagomedov's back to the north-south. Nicely done. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Nice transition into full guard here. We'll see what he chooses to do now.
He's going to be trying to pass the half or eventually get to full guard, full mount, sorry.
Nurmagomedov's cut, not getting blood in his eyes per se, but that is a huge gash on the cheek. Kind of looks like a slot machine right now, and if we get in between rounds, the ringside physician and the cut man are going to have their work cut out for them. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Oh, man, that was slick. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Great job landing from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Another strike lands right to that targeted spot. The swelling continues to get worse, and I would not be surprised if the referee calls in the ringside position to take a look.
Relentless pressure from the top by George St. Pierre. Lands with the ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike lands. St. Pierre's back in full mount. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Keep working and give me those elbows.
Nurmagomedov's really bleeding heavily now. That cut is only getting worse by the minute.
All right, let's see if the crowd can be mature as they get to the north-south position.
Oh, working hard to get back up again, and he's there.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. Yeah, he's in half guard here. Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Khabib's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
St. Pierre's in half guard. Final seconds of the round. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by George St. Pierre.
Oh, now he's attacking on triangle.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. Man, this fight has been pretty wild. A lot of high-octane output on both sides, and candidly, neither fighter looking too good here.
It's the output. I mean, both of these guys have got their foot on the gas from the start of the fight. They've worked really, really hard to get to where they are right now. They're both going to have to rely on the toughness to drag them through the very difficult moments.
Let's get back out here and work on that cut. The slice get open good. There's a lot of blood. Can't go much longer with a cut like this. We need a finish and we need it fast.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. St. Pierre gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Khabib's cheek is just leaking blood all over the octagon. That gash is absolutely terrible. I might have even caught his jawbone in there. I'm not so sure. Stuffs the takedown. No problem.
Holy smokes!
Oh, the judo chops on full display. Beautiful hip toss to take him down.
Ronda Rousey did this for a long time, loading people up with those high amplitude throws. This young man is very well versed in this position, and he has a lot of tricks to get you to put yourself exactly where he needs you. Oh, he got to his spot.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by GSP. Oh, he's got a lot of different arm bars he can go to, attacking here. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that. And great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Oh, good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
Khabib's cut has really opened up now, folks. I don't necessarily have to tell you that watching at home. Looks like you could stick a quarter in there, and I'm not sure how much longer this fight is going to continue.
He passed the half guard. Now he's going full mount. Oh, good defense, yes.
submission.
GSP gets back up again. All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts. He's got the wobbly legs now. Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by George St. Pierre. Whoa! You go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows. I got a fire in my hips, load you up and throw you. That's exactly what he did.
Takes his back now. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? In the half guard, and look at him attack in the arm triangle on the other side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish. He's out. What submission defense on this play?
Khabib's in half guard now. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Oh, man, how much can one man take right on that already swelled area? Might need to call in the doctor here soon. Oh, big ground strikes continue to land. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Waiting seconds of this fight. Right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce
rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, George Rush St. Pierre.
All right, so another dominating effort out of the UFC Hall of Famer George St. Pierre. No surprise as the scorecards are rendered GSP across the board by decision.
Most times when George St.